A song I sing to thee, rendered from Bengali. A song I sing to thee, nor care I for men's comments, good or bad. Censure or praise I hold of no account. Servant am I, true servant of thee both, Purusha and Prakriti together. Low at thy feet with Shakti I salute. Thou standest steadfast, ever at my back. Hence, when I turn me round, I see thy face, thy smiling face. Therefore I sing again, and yet again. Therefore I fear no fear. For birth and death lie prostrate at my feet. Thy servant am I through birth after birth. Sea of mercy, inscrutable thy ways. So is my destiny inscrutable. It is unknown, nor would I wish to know. Bhakti, mukti, japa, tapas, all these, enjoyment, worship, and devotion too, these things and all things similar to these, I have expelled at thy supreme command. But only one desire is left in me, an intimacy with thee, mutual. Take me, O Lord, across to thee. Let no desire's dividing line prevent. The eye looks out upon the universe, nor does it seek to look upon itself. Why should it? It sees itself in others. Thou art my eyes, thou and thou alone. For every living temple shrines thy face. Like to the playing of a little child is every attitude of mine toward thee. Even at times I dare be angered with thee. Even at times I'd wander far away. Yet there, in greyest gloom of darkest night, yet there, with speechless mouth and tearful eyes, thou standest fronting me, and thy sweet face stoops down with loving look on face of mine. Then instantly I turn me back to thee, and at thy feet I fall on bended knees. I crave no pardon at thy gentle hands, for thou art never angry with thy son. Who else will all my foolish freaks would bear? Thou art my master, thou my soul's real mate. Many a time I see thee, I am thee, I am thee, and thou, my Lord, art me. Thou art within my speech, within my throat art thou, as Veena Pani, goddess of learning, learned, wise. On the flow of thy current and its force, humanity is carried as thou wilt. The thunder of thy voice is borne upon the boom of crashing waves, of overleaping seas. The sun and moon give utterance to thy voice. Thy conversation in the gentle breeze makes itself heard in truth, in every truth. True, true, and yet the while these gross precepts give not the message of the higher truth known to the knower. Lo, the sun, the moon, the moving planets and the shining stars, spheres of abode by myriads in the skies, the comet swift, the glimmering lightning flash, the firmament expanded, infinite, these all, observant, watchful eyes behold. Anger, desire, greed, moha, delusion, and the rest, such as pride and malice, the sixfold evil, whence issues forth the waving of the play of this existence, the home wherein dwells knowledge and non knowledge, whose center is the feeling of small self, the aham, full of the dual sense of pleasure and of pain, teeming with birth and life, decay and death, whose arms are the external and the internal, all things that are down to the ocean's depths, up to sun, moon, and stars in spanless space. The mind, the buddhi, chitta, ahamkar, the deva, yaksha, man and demon, all, the quadruped, the bird, the worm, all insect life, the atom and its compound, all that is, animate and inanimate, all, the internal and the external, dwell in that one common plane of existence. This outward presentation is of order gross, as hair on human brow, aye, very gross. On the spurs of the massive Mount Meru, the everlasting snowy ranges lie, extending miles and miles beyond more miles. Piercing through clouds into the sky above its peaks, thrust up in hundreds, glorious, brilliantly glistening, countless, snowy white, flash upon flash of vivid lightning fleet. The sun, high in his northern solstice hung, with force of thousand rays concentrating, pours down upon the mountain floods of heat, furious as a billion thunderbolts from peak to peak. Behold, the radiant sun swoons, as it were, in each, then melts the massive mountain with its crested peaks. Down, down it falls with a horrific crash. Water with water lies commingled now, and all has passed like to a passing dream, when all the many movements of the mind are by thy grace made one and unified. The light of that unfoldment is so great that in its splendor it surpasses far the brilliance of 10,000 rising suns. Then, soothe the sun of Chit, knowledge reveals itself, and melt away the sun and moon and stars, high heaven above, the nether worlds, and all. This universe seems but a tiny pool held in a hollow caused by some cow's hoof. This is the reaching of the region which beyond the plane of the external lies. Calmed are the clamors of the urgent flesh. The tumult of the boastful mind is hushed. Cords of the heart are loosened and set free. Unfastened are the bandages that bind. Attachment and delusion are no more. Aye, there sounds sonorous the sound void of vibration. Verily, thy voice. Hearing that voice, thy servant, reverently, stands ever ready to fulfill thy work. I exist when, at Pralaya time, this wondrous universe is swallowed up. Knowledge, the knower and the known, dissolved. The world no more distinguishable now, no more conceivable. When sun and moon and all the outspent stars remain no more, then is the state of Mahanirvana. When action, act, and actor are no more, when instrumentality is no more. Great darkness veils the bosom of the dark. There I am present. I am present. At Pralaya time, when this vast universe is swallowed up, knowledge and knower and the known merged into one. The universe no more can be distinguished or can be conceived by intellect. The sun and moon and stars are not. Over the bosom of the darkness, darkness moves intense, devoid of all the threefold bonds, remains the universe. Gunas are calmed of all distinctions, everything deluged in one homogeneous mass, subtle, pure, of atom form, indivisible. There I am present. Once again I unfold myself, that I of my Shakti. The first great change is Om. The primal voice rings through the void. Infinite space hears that great vibrant sound. The group of primal causes shakes off sleep. New life revives atoms interminable. Cosmic existence heaves and whirls and sways, dances and gyrates, moves towards the core. From distances immeasurably far, the animate wind arouses rings of waves over the ocean of great elements, stirring, falling, surging that vast range of waves, rushes with lightning fury. Fragments thrown by force of royal resistance through the path of space rush endless in the form of spheres celestial, numberless. Planets and stars speed swift, and man's abode, the earth revolves. At the beginning, I, the omniscient one, I am, the moving and the unmoving. All this creation comes into being by the unfoldment of my power supreme. I play with my own Maya, my power divine. The one, I become the many, to behold my own form. At the beginning, I, the omniscient one, I am. The moving and the unmoving, all this creation comes into being by the unfoldment of my power supreme. Perforce of my command, the wild storm blows on the face of the earth. Clouds clash and roar. The flash of lightning startles and rebounds. Softly and gently, the Malaya breeze flows in and out like calm, unruffled breath. The moon's rays pour their cooling current forth. The earth's bare body in fair garb is clothed, of trees and creepers multitudinous, and the flower abloom lifts her happy face, washed with drops of dew, towards the sun.